It is with a mixed sense of sorrow and satisfaction that I welcome you to the Foreign Office today. Sorrow at the plight of Kashmiri children, your brothers and sisters, who are facing a tremendous amount of hardship. But satisfaction also to see that as Pakistani youth, you feel their pain, understand their plight, and are willing to speak up on their behalf. The tremendous display of empathy that we see here today is both heart-rending and heartwarming. I commend the schools, the children, and their parents for the soulful poetry, messages, and artwork. I congratulate the winners. I appreciate the moving narrations. The Foreign Office will take it upon itself to transmit your message to the highest echelons of the United Nations, human rights bodies, and world parliaments. The world must know, and the Kashmiri youth must know, that even when their voices are muzzled, they have a voice. That even when their rights are trampled, they have rights. That there are those who will stand up for their freedoms. They must know that their life is no less sacrosanct than the life of an American, a European, an Indian, or a Pakistani youth. And that they are not alone. The Pakistani youth stand with them now and forever. Friends, the Holy Quran says, whoever kills an innocent life, it is as if he has killed all of humanity. In Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir, innocent life is being killed, trampled, and violated every day. In the Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir, humanity dies every day. A tragedy that took place some 73 years ago has left indelible scars on generations past, present, and future. On 27th of October 1947, Indian forces invaded the state of Jammu and Kashmir on a fraudulent accession, launching one of the longest and most brutal military occupations of modern history. India had solemnly committed to the people of occupied Jammu and Kashmir, to Pakistan, and to the world community to respect their right of self-determination. On 5th of August 2019, India again acted unlawfully, doubled down on its occupation, reinforced its military stranglehold, and put 8 million Kashmiris in an open jail. Since then, the illegally Indian occupied Jammu and Kashmir has been under the military siege and communication blockade. An iron curtain remains cast on the valley. Behind the curtain, Indian brutality is suffocating Kashmiri lives and livelihoods. The Kashmiri people are being subjected to the most inhuman oppression. Arrests, killings, detentions, false encounters, arson, and abductions are one dimension. Usurpation of political, economic, religious, and cultural rights is another. Demographic structure in the occupied territory is being changed in violation of international law and the Fourth Geneva Convention. Kashmiris have no freedom. We've all lived through a challenging lockdown under the COVID-19 pandemic. The pandemic and the work of the children today help us empathize with what Kashmiris are experiencing. Imagine living under virtual imprisonment for over a year. Imagine the anxiety of a parent of seeing a child go out and not being sure whether and in what condition she will return. Imagine the distress of knowing your child has been abducted by security forces, not knowing where he is, not knowing when or if he will return. Imagine the pressure of worrying how to provide for yourself and for your family when your house has been gutted. Imagine the trauma of a child seeing his parent being beaten up, gunned down in front of his own eyes. Imagine being deprived of digital connectivity in this day and age, not having access to education and not having access to health, not having access to critical information.
आज 27 अक्टूबर का सया दिन, जिसको कि पूरे पाकिस्तान के अवाम एक मुख्तलिफ़ तरीके से मना रहे हैं, ये बुनियादी तौर पे उसकी एक सिंबॉलिक रिकग्निशन है जिसमें कि भारत ने कश्मीर में अपनी अफवाज उतार कर और उस एक ऐसी कौम जिसका कि उनको अंदाज़ा नहीं था कि वो किस शुजात, किस दिलेरी, किस कंसिस्टेंसी के साथ अपनी जद्दोजहद के ज़रिए वो आज़ादी, वो हक़ जो कि उनको एक तो बरे सग़ीर में जो तकसीम का फार्मूला था उसके मुताबिक उनका बनता था, जिसमें कि मुस्लिम आबादी के इलाके पाकिस्तान के साथ उनका इल्हाक होना था, लेकिन साजिशों के ज़रिए उसको मुतनाज़ा बनाया गया। यूनाइटेड नेशन में उसके इस मसले के बारे में करारदादें पास हुईं, लेकिन बदकिस्मती से 73 साल गुज़र गए हैं और अभी तक इस यूनाइटेड नेशन की करारदादों पे अमल नहीं हुआ। कश्मीरी अवाम की जद्दोजहद, उनकी कुर्बानियाँ, उनके बूढ़ों, बच्चों पे, औरतों पे भारतीय अफवाज का जुल्म, उन पे जो तकलीफ़ के पहाड़ तोड़े हैं, और फिर ख़ास तौर पे जब 5 अगस्त 2019 को एक कानून के ज़रिए उनकी हैसियत को तब्दील किया गया, तो ये वो वक्त था जिसमें कि पाकिस्तान और कुछ दोस्त ममालिक उन्होंने शदीद एहतजाज किया, और फिर इसी कॉज को लेके हमारे प्राइम मिनिस्टर इमरान खान यूनाइटेड नेशन में जो उन्होंने तकरीर की 2 बार, वो इसी बुनियाद पे थी कि उन्होंने पूरी अक़वाम आलम को इस बात की याद दहानी कराई कि अगर यूनाइटेड नेशन की करारदादें उन पे अगर कोई मुल्क अमल नहीं करता तो उसके क्या कॉन्सिक्वेंसेस हैं, उससे उस इदारे की क्या हैसियत रह जाती है जिसकी करारदादों पे अमल ना हो सके। बहरहाल कश्मीरी अवाम की जद्दोजहद, पाकिस्तान के अवाम के दिल उनके साथ धड़कते हैं। हम जब पैदा होते हैं उस वक्त से हमें कश्मीर कॉज का एक घुट्टी पिलाई जाती है जो कि इस चीज़ की गवाह है कि हम कश्मीर के अवाम को उनका हक़ खुद इरादियत का जो उनका एक हक़ है अक़वाम मुत्तहिदा की قراردادوں کے مطابق ان کو یہ حق ملنا چاہیے، اور جس طرح سے ان کے شہیدوں نے، جس طرح سے ان کے عوام نے جو سختیاں جھیل رہے ہیں پچھلے 400 سے اوپر دن، جو کہ ان پہ ایک قسم کا کرفیو نافذ کیا گیا ہے، اس میں جس بہادری کے ساتھ وہ اس کو گزار رہے ہیں، ظاہر ہے کہ عالمی برادری کو اب ایک سوچنا ہوگا۔ یونائٹڈ نیشن سے بھی ہم توقع رکھتے ہیں، ہیومن رائٹس کی جتنی بھی آرگنائزیشنز ہیں ان سے بھی ہم یہ توقع رکھتے ہیں کہ دوہرا معیار نہیں ہونا چاہیے۔
Today is a message loud and clear to the entire global community that humanity, which is at the receiving end, needs your attention. And the initiative taken by Foreign Office speaks in high volumes of our not only commitment but making the whole globe realize the importance of humanity. When we talk of women, when we talk of children, anything related to art and culture, it adds more value to this globe and to our social fabric, and above all, to humanity. So, Pakistan, as a responsible state, has constantly been conveying positive vibes to the entire globe. And in the name of demographic terrorism, in the name of brutalities, Modi and the entire Indian government is not only violating basic fundamentals of human rights, but it is also challenging the entire globe. We need to learn and learn fast from history. Failure of Versailles of Treaty and failure of League of Nations is a classic example. The prosperous world needs to understand the importance of humanity, and this particular region is a flashpoint. And when we include Russia, half of the globe population live in this region. China, India, Pakistan, and Russia. Mutual assured destruction is the order of the day. I believe sanity needs to prevail. Sane voices need to come forward. It is high time, and we need to keep on reminding ourselves that if we want to protect this globe, want to play a pivotal role for ourselves and for our coming generations, then let's hear the bell is ringing, calling us to the bright future. So let's join and unite together and stand tall and promote humanity at all levels. Anything against humanity needs to be discarded. Long live humanity, long live Pakistan and the people of Kashmir.